a New York developer, and a pristine national park on St. John's Island in the Caribbean. Not your typical mix. But for Stanley Selingut in Maho Bay, these were the perfect ingredients for a popular ecotourist destination.
When the national park superintendent heard that a New York builder had gotten a hold of a commercially zoned inholding right in the middle of his park, he was pretty upset. But instead of trying to fight the project, he took the time to meet with me and to tell me the kind of erosion I would cause if I ran roads through the steep hillside. And we have beautiful coral reefs on either side of our white sand beach. And he said that the heavy seasonal rains would wash topsoil into the ocean and ruin my beach and smother the coral.
Selingut leased land on St. John's some 30 years ago and developed Maho Bay. The resort attracts guests from all walks of life who have one thing in common: they care for the environment.
Camping was mostly franks and baked beans in army tents, and I bought matching sheets and curtains, and even though they were tents, they were much more upscale than a traditional tent. So, but all of a sudden, instead of a hobby, I said, well, this probably could be a real business rather than a toy.
Maho Bay is more than a toy. It's usually fully booked, and Selingut's environmental efforts keep evolving. Wooden walkways now protect the landscape and hide pipes and electrical cables. Sun and wind power the resort, and tents are built from recycled materials.
I really knew the kind of people I wanted to attract. And those kind of people come in every size, shape, and form. Some of them are wealthy, some of them are not, some of them are very fit, some of them aren't fit, some are elderly, some are young. And in Concordia, I really put a lot of effort into trying to have inexpensive units that people could afford, and also multi-million-dollar lots.
The Maho Bay strategy works. Selingut recently opened 2 other eco-resorts on St. John's. As a unit, the resorts bring in $6 million in tourist trade while minimizing impact.
I've never been an average developer. I know a lot more about economic development and crafts than I do about building. But I think what really saved me is I didn't open Maho Bay because I needed to make a living. So I was able to design it according to my own personality and likes and dislikes, and also to build it for the kind of human being I wanted to come there. And I wanted people that enjoyed talking with each other and that, you know, would help take care of the place.
People are starting to take notice of Selingut's eco-friendly resorts. In 2003, he was honored by the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency, and next year he will receive the Pioneer Award from the International Society of Hospitality Consultants.
In terms of ecotourism, you're really bringing people into the sense of place, and every place is different, and you have to, you know, examine local architecture, the temperament of the local people, the kind of wildlife, the kind of native plants, the you know, and each one sort of has to be sort of sculpted and designed for a specific place.